Milky Way back in North 3 or D. Talking about me on some other 301 screaming 4-4 on my Louis. Papa Dave.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Dreadnoughts coming in at 4-1, going up against the Buccaneers, who come in at 3-2.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And some room to maneuver. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Parkey missed it. That's no good. Off to the right. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
All right, now,
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shot. Right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And this one is right down the middle. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. And
now here's a carry heading left. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports. after this. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. 3-19. Leopard.
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Let's go! 38!
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, let's go.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burgess. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 319. 319.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talked about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal.
Detroit! Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Leopard!
They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run, and you've got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and hurt him out of bounds.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This offense so far on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And a give this time to the tailback. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back now in San Antonio, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burgess. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And give him a gain of 37. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a handoff looking right. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And he'll give it here to his running back. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating. Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake. Yep, the opportunity squashed. He will push his way down to about the 14. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it down, good and punch it in. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through. Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that. Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing. But some fantasy players are really happy with that score. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play. Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot. A lot there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.